you want to see middle-aged white women go crazy, throw on Lil Jon.
Get low?
Get low. Oh, wait, that's Usher. Whatever. That one, too. That one will really get their ass shaken. There's this great documentary on Netflix about Osama bin Laden. We get to the end of the episode.
I bet I know how it ends.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing. I found out the Titanic sunk before I saw the movie. It sucked. But
what do you need to be well as a human?
I like bobbleheads. They keep me entertained. Dude, you got to go register immediately. You're like an emo pedophile. Always loved the British accent. When my first kid was born, my daughter, I said to my wife, I said, can we just talk to our daughter in a British accent and see if she grows up? Your diaper's full of shit, isn't it? You know what I mean? It'd be a large commitment. Dear God, drown me in this stuff. Moving along, I'm going to be like this. Who's our next guest? I know. Danny just goes, great. Pumpkin pie walnut fudge. I read that as, dear God, get in my stomach now. Nobody wants to say hello when they're like, I just got on by a homeless person. You know what I mean? They're in a different world. It's not normal for a human being to throw that fast for that long without any long-term repercussions or even short-term. I expected to see a lot of crazy things today, but what I didn't expect to see is a pizza vending machine. Yeah, I'm just going to order, I don't know, how about some pasta? Pasta fajoux. We went to Middle Pennsylvania, which, that's a place you want to go for 4th.
Is that like Amish Dutch country?
Oh, baby, it's everything. It's that. It is Kid Rock, mudslides, and Toby Keith. You know what I mean?
Being flexible is so important.
Yeah.
I think being flexible is probably one of the most important talents that you can have as in life, not just as an entrepreneur, but in life.
Yeah, Matt can do a full split. You're very flexible. You are very flexible.
Somebody wants to try to take my wallet from my front pocket. I sort of welcome the challenge.
Except they're going to grab that fat hog of yours.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Danny hates when I say that stuff. I'm a Gen X. I'm on the Gen X millennial line. Because I was born in 82. Well, I just gave my age away. And so what I do is when I'm around Gen Xers, I'm like, yeah, I know those damn millennials. And then when I'm around millennials, I'm like, those old Gen Xers.
Well, we call you a
they
cusper.
Don't get it. I'm a cusper?
You're a cusper.
I've been called way worse. Yeah. I'll take it. You have not lived until you have dunked your Oreos in coffee. Dude, you can look at me sideways all you want.
What's your email address? We're giving away tickets to see Brian Ankett. Hey, what's your email address? What? What are you doing? It doesn't look like I'm doing. I'm yelling out, what's your email, to random cars.
You know, the Under the Bridge video was the first video that ever made me want pecs. Because remember he runs in slow motion?
Yeah.
And his pecs are perfect and they're bouncing. I was like, I want those muscles. Although when they're eating dinner and they eat snake, that almost made me vomit. So I think it's more about me than the film.
That was a PG-13 movie.
It was it?
Yeah.
See, I'm not.
And,
I'm
I mean, that's like right on the cusp of like when PG-13 first came out.
I'm like, I vomited during Fern Gully. That was really when she jumped through the air. But I think the 90s was the absolute best decade for music because every genre was in its peak. I like Limp Bizkit. I like Celine Dion. And I like Boyz II Men. As they say, the sun shines on a dog's asshole twice a day when the clock is right. Wait, that's not the right thing. Remember MySpace when you could pick the profile song to like cryptically show everybody how sad you were about a breakup or... And now it's time for good news, bad news. But here's the bad news. Joe Burrow could win MVP for not being there. How does an entire team completely implode because the quarterback's not on the field? All right, best wings in Buffalo.
Oh, man. So,
I know.
Here's the thing. Like,
Is it Chargers-Chiefs? Divisional game where the Chiefs are all but eliminated mathematically from the playoffs? Playoffs? The Bengals are hanging by a thread like when you were young and you were losing your teeth and it was just hanging by a string. Those infomercials, man.
yeah, okay.
And I got my first credit card and the first thing I bought was...
You actually bought this?
Yeah. Like, remember the belt that you would wear and it would give you abs? It would do this? All it did was electrocute me and burn my stomach.
Ta-da! It's an iPad case.
With bows on it. Well, somewhere There's a middle school girl who's really upset.
Hello, I am what the French call pissy today. The Patriots. They're driving by like this. Suckers. This is tragic. It's a honeymoon. It's fantastic. It's flowers and rainbows and sunshine. It's Allen running around like a maniac, just hucking the ball. I don't even know what routes they're running. Broken arrow, jammed boner route.
I've had a tug of war with seafood over the years. Like I came from, Herkimer. I didn't eat seafood. I didn't like seafood.
Your idea of seafood was a four.
I found out. Yeah, exactly. My idea of seafood was a one-eyed perch from the Mohawk River.
Yeah.
Here are my ideas of punishments for pro sports players who illegally gamble. Like, imagine if the bench is cleared so they can tickle the pitcher. What if you have to do a press conference, but you have to answer every question with a sock puppet? But here's the thing. I mean, full character voice. I'm talking, we don't want to see you. That's not a puppet show. I want to see this.
You're brilliant as obviously the drummer of Spin Doctors, but you have a great solo career. I've read you have produced over 200 albums. I don't know if that's a typo or if that's true. All right, Mike Brindisi of Good News York here at the New York State Fairgrounds. Hello, ladies. For the K-Rockathon reboot sponsored by Monster Energy.
I do have some really dumb ideas, though, about punishments. Imagine if they had to do a press conference, but with a shock collar. And when they say a certain word, that we won't even tell them what that word is, right?
Just gotta wonder if a horse normally shits that much all the time.
That is a valid question. You had me eating some weird man. It tastes like the hay that an ostrich would step on at the end.
I'll give you credit, buddy. You really troopered up and gave it a shot.
I can't believe I'm eating a damn camel. I just noticed camels on there. Who eats a camel? On my bucket list, I want to save somebody from choking.
Oh.
I've always wanted to do that. Ever since the scene Mrs. Doubtfire.
And here's the thing. Why did I just do that? Did I do a Trump? Ugh.
There needs to be a week where it's a league-wide bye week. You get your team bye week, but then you get a league-wide bye week. Can you just explain the origin of Beef on Whack and what it is?
Marianne, real quick. You were talking about previous lives. What do you think Matt and I were in our previous lives?
I would
What do you
have
think
no
you were?
idea.
I think I was a deer. Because look at, my wife tells me I look like a deer.
Okay.
I'm eating.
Yeah. There you go. You definitely got the
Do I
whole
look like a
headlight
deer?
thing. Yeah.
We have anthems all the time. This is not quick. I'm ruining you quick fire.
No, you're not.
Here, right?
Although I'm just worried we're going to get into a serious conversation. You're going to have to stare at me.
I love it. I love it. It's the best thing I've ever
Let's
said.
talk about the death of your uncle. No. Okay.
Go on, quick fire.
Watching the Buffalo Bills offense is like watching somebody move a couch up 3 flights of stairs, and then Drake May and the Patriots grab their couch, they just hop in an elevator. If I can be a petty bitch, please allow me. The end of the Detroit-Pittsburgh game was like the end of The Sopranos. I can't even imagine the drive home. I want to do one last thing if you're cool with it. Can we do 6 rapid-fire questions?
Oh my! I don't know if I can react that quick. Sometimes I'm very slow. But
All right,
let's
we'll
go.
do. It just smells like Teen Spirit. ADD.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb.
Welcome to Groundhog's Day, if you're a Bills fan. I am going to compare each franchise to the type of woman you might find yourself dating. Let's start with the Tennessee Titans. If you're a head coach looking to go to Tennessee, just know Tennessee is that young, shy Southern girl until she has some Southern comfort. How did professional wrestling even come across your radar?
The funny thing is I've always been a tomboy.
Every league, from soccer to baseball, football, highlight, I don't give a should have a professional sports team in Las Vegas, and I'll tell you exactly why. Now, in Baltimore, if you were to go to Baltimore, beware, you cheat on her and she'll cut you. She has a son. I just have one last question, and not today, but do you think at some point, I've always had this dream of getting to ride the Zamboni.
Absolutely. We can.
And I have to admit something. So I go to Cornell.
You want to drive it or just ride it?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can drive it? Why the is James Cook, who's in the running for the rushing title this season, not on the field on the last drive? Gonna die? Do I have cancer? Is it stage 5? Does that even exist? How does that apply to Josh Allen? Then there's Cleveland. You know those women who drunkenly drop their cigarette in their own puddle of piss on the sidewalk outside the bar?
because they're wearing a skirt with no underwear, so they just kind of like squat down and go while talking to their Uber driver on the phone at the same time, and then they pick it back up and continue smoking it. That's Cleveland. I love the old school guys. Probably an old school guy that played when they had leather helmets. Like, here's Shorty McGreary. Here's Johnny White Shoes. Remember the Mudville 9? That was a tragedy. So that is my Buffalo Bills funeral. I just burned my fucking eyebrows.